Hello, how are you? And welcome back. Welcome to yet another version of Reflection from the Sink. It's been a few days. Sorry, I was just grabbing the plate. And it's been a few days because I haven't done the dishes in a few days, to be honest. And there's this pile of dishes stacking up. I've been a bit slack, really. Well, actually have I. I was going to talk to you today about stopping and taking a break. You know, so often we get caught up in a pattern and a cycle, and you know, we get busy, and we live in a society that glorifies busyness. It glorifies, you know, running around with your, well, it's like having your head cut off at times, isn't it? Just going from one thing to another, to another, to another, and, you know, appointments and meetings and events. And you get up and you do it over and over and over and over and over again, and, you know, days, weeks, months. Then you hit the wall. And you get sick. You get tired and stressed. Sorry about that noise. And so often, you know, when we take that opportunity to reflect, we realise that, you know, our body and our spirit has been telling us for a while, you know, that it's time for a break. But because we're indoctrinated into that whole mindset of, you know, there's beauty in busy, right? You know, so often you see people and the conversation is always about how busy one has been, and how much we've got going on in our lives. We fail to see the joy and the value in stopping. That actually you can achieve so much more in life when you just take that time to stop, to breathe, to reflect, and to acknowledge. And I think acknowledgement is really essential. You know, one of the things that I don't do well and need to do better is acknowledging myself. And it's acknowledging where I've come from. You know, what I've done, what I've achieved. Because, you know, like everyone, it's been a journey, right? And it's been good and bad, and, you know, ugly and indifferent. There's also been some extraordinary times as well. You know, so many times in my life where I look back and, you know, I never thought something like that would have happened to me. You know, events that I've been to, people that I've met, situations I've survived. And it's good to stop. You know, it's good to stop and, you know, I think of that 16-year-old welder, you know, that used to walk to work in Glenfield. You know, and then $283 a week and get it in a little brown envelope. And I think about what his goals and ambitions were, and now I look at myself now, you know, I'm, well, 50 next year, and doing something completely different. You know, the fact that I'm back home in Taranaki, somewhere I'd never planned to be, doing what I'm doing, being what I'm being. And I realised that this was always there for me. You know, this person who I am now, you know, it's like the unfolding of this flower. It's just taken, you know what, 30 odd years, over 30 years, for that unflower to fold. Or to open. And the thing is that, you know, I'm still opening. You know, I'm still becoming. You know, still showing and shining myself in all my beauty to the world. But it's important to stop and recognise that. To take a breath. And the most interesting thing about when you do take a breath is that it can and does tend to impact on others. Because I don't know about you, but so often when I'm running around in the madness, I'm running around in the madness for others. Not for me. It's for other people. And as important and as valuable as other people are in your life, your number one priority should always be yourself. Because by showing up for yourself, it means that you are able to show up for other people. But you can only show up for other people by first and foremost showing up for yourself. Anyway, that's reflections from the sink. There's still a plethora of dishes to do. But I won't bleed on anymore. Anyway, much love, people. Remember, share, like, comment, and subscribe. Anyway, until next time, many blessings, and I'll see you at the next Reflections from the Sink.